how were you able to do these things within just a short period?
At the initial stage, when I came in as a TC, most of the things I did there was my money.
Wow.
Yes, most of the things I did at the initial stage, I used my personal money to start. I started renovation, especially the chairman's office, the POPs, and I did it.
Still in order before,
But again, you have to look at it, or more on your before here, because it's an old building.
Yeah.
Bogalo is over, that building is over 30 years now. So it's an old building.
All right.
And, you won't blame anybody, my predecessors before, because, I don't know, they won't use their money. Only for TC. They can use their personal money to start doing it. Man, living in the US for a long time, there was no way I could function in that office. There was no way at all.
Yeah.
So I say, you know what? Can I lawyer for the nurse? If you're not lawyer about, to probably 2 years, or 4 years at the most. If I'm probably no Onitsha. All of my contribution to Onitsha now, but that local government on my only get take over from me. I say my
pride.
Yes. So like that, it's okay. We'll make questions. I'm no. If I have Onitsha, anything I put in Onitsha,
you don't have regrets.
I don't have regrets because it's all my land. And Kennedy once said it is not what your country can do for you.
What you can do for your country.
You do for your country. And that's the mindset that I have.
So that's what I'm saying. Under a year, you've been able to do so many things.
Yeah.
So how were you able, aside your personal funds, asị na mmadụ lụrụ ọrụ dị etu a ga-enwe ka o si wee lụọ ọrụ a maka inwe ike ịweta color nke a na color nke a mixing together onye ya another color. So because even me, I've been to the local government, I've seen the tremendous changes that has been there. So how have you been managing to do all these things, all these whites? And you follow other, expenses and other, the running of the environment and other things. How have you been able to manage the resources to do all these things to get to what we are seeing now?
Planning is number one.
Okay.
When you plan to execute with the resources you have, yes, I'm an executive arm. And I'm like, I don't know if you're familiar with the Anambra State Local Government Administrative Law of 2024 as amended. I'll advise you to get a copy and look at it, and you see the distribution of funds that comes into the state.
Okay.
Which is a very good, thoughtful idea of the governor of Anambra State, because I'll come to your question, but I want to give you a background so that you understand how these things work.
Yeah.
Because some people come on the side, when they hear the allocation that comes to local government, it does not work that way. Because when a law, Anambra State, like I said, the Anambra State Local Government Administrative Law 2024. Yeah. It's a public document.
Yeah, I know.
You need to go there and see how the funds of all the local governments are being distributed. In Anambra State, and other states are copying what we are doing in Anambra State. Because our governor is very wise. People like Ayamelu, for example, or villages like local governments in Nwora, or let me not call them local governments in Nwora, population like Onitsha.
Yes.
Or local governments in Nwora, revenue, resources like Onitsha, Aguada, Idemili, and all those things. You ask yourself a question. What if? How does the pension gratuity being paid? Can you take care of essential needs, common services, like they call it in the law?
Yeah.
The health care, civil servants.
Yeah.
How would they be paid? Before. That means we can see a local government in Kanako salary. Nanika salary 8 months ago.
8 months.
During no getting 10 on And then you go any agala. I see they join your gratuity, join your encourage. Man, I say Africa government is about in power.
No, that's the thing of the past.
25th of every month. My name is but I know short memory. People are there take audible before. Where measure
with
and make it. I will find about common services where all the local government pull from the allocation and put it there for the common services. I am where security. Local government in a pull over from that FAC allocation, put it there. Nkefazeno, Egeji and one the council also work one day. Well, look at this project here now.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm communicating.
Yeah.
So if I were wise, thoughtful idea of the Anambra State House of Assembly and the governor of Anambra State.
Okay.
And Anambra State now, but with that arrangement, Anambra State, I can tell you right now, can run on a cruise control. And this is where these funds come from.
Okay.
Now, coming to your particular question, like you asked, how do this? It's planning. Only 100,000 naira a month. If you only be now, those year be of it's planning. Oh yeah, maybe on Onitsha now. Well, all my projects, I don't do bogus projects that maybe don't finish yet.
Yeah.
I do projects that the people need. I came in, fixed the council. The next thing was security.
Okay.
Because you cannot have investors coming to your locality if the area is not secure.
That's okay. Yes. Yeah.
Anywhere in the world, any place in Nwora security, the economy does not strive.
I know.
Onitsha, with destination point. You see, no, the security must be tackled.
Okay.
Chukunyala ka governor I went out in the chamber. I will do operation Udogachi.
Okay.
Bought vehicles, case out the whole 21 local governments, recruited men, I went by all. How we did it is not what I'll communicate here. Because
Yes. It's security matter.
But at the initial stage, about this time last year in Onitsha, and 7 o'clock I got on Onitsha. You cannot now. Oka Road was with
Den of robbers.
no. Every night I see okay, look at our brother kidnap our house member. Yeah. He's so rest in peace.
Yeah.
Justice. So those are the things that touch my soul, which I was even a victim. No car road up and a Pax medical. Now Pax now who can be good. And they opened fire on my vehicle. Then they're in the process of trying to pick somebody to knock a road down. Up on the Abune chamber. I have a bullet wound in my leg. These are the things you do for your community.
Yeah.
Some cannot understand the passion it takes to do the job. When you really want to do it, about what to go through the motion.
Yeah.
When you really want to do the job, like I'm doing it with everything I have. I'm doing it with every commitment, irrespective of the attacks being given out on me. My eyes is still on the prize. Onitsha, that's sitting on the hill. The flame of Onitsha cannot and would never go off. The passion alone. I will all security on Onitsha. We went here twice. We went here. I went to Sorokoya. Makayaka na barokola.
Yeah.
Ayaka na barokola. Ndị ụmụnne anyị n'obodo Igbo tụmụ wasibido obodo Igbo na-achị obi n'aka ma Disemba lo I want them to come home and join us. I don't know so. Everybody must defend Onitsha. I also local government chairman. When you see something, you say something. I may see I security and I remember I get drug. Maka drug na ilu kwandi youth. If drug na make it anymore.
Maka chicken na gwa.
Maka get the key and investigation na in because all kwandi ba anyị na-egwu kwa na emekwa ifa. Only ba anyị na-eso na ife drug.
Yes.
I know good. I know yeah. We are coming.
Yeah.
Onitsha must be cleansed. Kutus Onitsha people before. One nelibe nias and I got okubo.
Mbana got okono.
So on that note, it's a challenge. I don't know Onitsha. When did 1 year? We have started something good. We have started something really good. I know the trajectory. I know the right trajectory. We will get it done. Ndidi. We are getting there. And in comparison,
okay.
In terms of every local government with their own realities and with their challenges, with different challenges per local government.
Yeah.
Onitsha being a super urban area, our number one issue is security. If we don't get it, we have lost it. I guess here security, I can buy infrastructure, the roads. Onitsha, they're very dark. We are beginning to light it up. Thanks to our brothers in the US in this security network, non-America.
Yeah.
In Oka Road now, they just brought in some lights, street lights, from ABS Junction to Imobi. Oka Road.
Yes.
And they've pledged to have they've pledged to bring some more. But Kavasi tell me, no, hey, and that's the mistake when you're in leadership. When it comes to money, you have to be very careful.
Yeah.
But I will supervise it.
Okay.
Get the contractor, get the lights. No, that's not development now. Street light. If you want to tackle brightening up the town, you will off the street. Yes. We light it up.
Okay.
And we light it up. We light it up. We light just like that.
Yeah.
That's not development. And they listened, they agreed.
Okay.
That we will Oka Road. From that ABS just low movie. If you have lit up one at the 9 years. And everywhere is down. And yet it is ITC gates around Onitsha now. Because we have to look at the entry points
and the exit points.
That is the number one rule in security. That's much I can say. We looked at the entry points and the exit points. We locked it up.
Okay.
If anyone, and we have communication gadgets here. We have communication. We have cameras. If anyone, you gotta meet here now one of the exits. So let's make abandon motor bicycle. But the point is that we don't want to relent.
Okay.
Into all this fraudulent lifestyle and become. When did it? There's a lot to gain from a true source of livelihood. There's a lot to gain. If any nabure go. Because when you take fraudulently, it does not work. It does not last. you cannot even sustain it. Or the sustainability of it is what leads you into criminality.
Okay.